there. A lot of people have been asking about my cootie catchers, and right now, when they're in the gallery, they're pre-folded. But later on this summer and fall, when I'm at art fairs or open studios, or when they're available on my Etsy shop, I'll have flat packages of them for easier transport so they don't get squished on the way home or in shipping. So the packages will have printed out instructions of how to fold a cootie catcher, but I find that it's often better to see it in person. So now, instructions on how to fold a cootie catcher. Have fun! So here is your lesson on how to fold a cootie catcher. When I sell them in person at a gallery and probably at art fairs, I will have a good number of them folded and ready to take immediately, but I'm also going to have some flat in sleeves which are easier to take home or to send to somebody. There are many reasons why you might not want it pre-folded. So I'll be having sleeves with these flat cut out cootie catchers in them. And you can see I have them in a number of different colorways. So there will also be that choice to make when you see them. But here's how to fold it. So if you get a flat cootie catcher, this is the how-to. So you start out with it face up, and easy peasy, you just fold horizontally so that one edge meets the other edge, and you flatten that out. I like to use a tool to flatten it out just to make it a little stronger fold. This is an antique inkwell that a friend sent me. You can use a folding bone. You can even just use a fingernail. That is an effective folding tool and free. So here again, you take it and you switch it the other direction. 180 degrees, and here I am using a fingernail to sharpen that fold. So now you have your 4 quadrants defined, and you turn it over, and what you're looking for is this central spot here. This is sort of your lodestar when folding the cootie catcher. And notice they're all signed and numbered as well, because printmaker. So first step, you just take one corner and fold it into so that point of the corner just is shy of the 4-corner mark that you've just created. And you want it just shy because if it overlapped, then each panel would fight, they'd interfere with each other. So this way, all your panels can work independently. They have that little bit of space to do their thing. And you just keep going around doing the same thing. Again, it's just shy of the fold and the center point. And I'm using my fingernail to flatten it out. And I rotate it one more time. Do this corner just shy of the folds and the center. And sometimes you might not get a perfectly pointy corner. It might be a little bit squared off. That's fine. That won't hurt it at all. And one last corner. And it's more important to have it be able to function and have each side clear the other sides than to have a perfect point. This is folk art, not science. So then you take it again and you flip it one more time so that you see the 4 central panels, the 4 inner panels. And again, using that center point as your guide, you fold up these 4 corners into yet another set of triangles. I find it helps to just keep a fingernail at the very corner to sort of define your folding mark. And just bring it close, but not touching. And reinforce that line. And again, using a finger just to hold that corner down. Define this fold. And one last one. And sometimes you might have to persuade it to bend. This is fairly stiff paper. It's printmaking paper, not copy paper, so a little heavier weight, so a little stiffer, but that'll hold its shape better ultimately. So now you have all your flaps folded in. What you do is bend this up, and this is using the original fold you made, the original horizontal fold. Some people use a diagonal fold to start with. I don't like to, because you use this. You don't use the diagonal fold. That would be across these panels. And, no harm, but why make a fold that you're not going to use? So I reinforce this edge now, having turned it over again. And that is all the folding you need to do. What you do next is take your cootie catcher, your fortune teller. You need 2 hands. You stick a finger into each of these 4 pockets that have been created. You'll see there are these 4 pockets. Put a finger in each and just bring it together like that. And you might need to sort of, straighten out the panels. This one's pretty good. Sometimes you need to say, it'll be a little inverted, and you just have to say, no, bend this way. And then at the end, I like to pinch these 4 corners just to reinforce that bottom meeting point so that's a nice crisp shape. And there you go. So you have your cootie catcher, and you can go on to amaze your friends, colleagues, and family. All right, that's it. Thank you, and have fun.